Welcome, everybody, and thank you for joining us for episode 19 of Intercoin to Play. I am your host, Greg. With me, as always, is Ariel.
Yep.
And Cheech.
What's up?
A lot of E3, pre-E3 things have been coming out. A lot of leaked videos, a lot of leaked news. But we'll get more about E3 later on. But for now, we'll talk about what we played over the weekend. I'll start first. Finally beat Doom after finding some time trying to play it between Overwatch. I didn't try the multiplayer or the snap map. But Ariel, you tried those, right?
Yeah.
Like, what's your impression on those? I'll go there.
Snap map is. I mean, I tried it out the first week of release, and it was fine enough. I mean, there was not enough content considering the game was still new. But there was some stuff in there that was quite interesting. I mean, as far as how far people will take it, I'm not sure because from what I've seen, it's not as open as people would want it to be. Like as far as what you can create with it. And the multiplayer is just fine. Whatever. It's forgettable in the sense that it's just like every other multiplayer. So whatever. But the single player was great.
Yeah, I didn't even play the multiplayer. I'm considering now I'm already stuck on Overwatch. It's like playing the Doom multiplayer would just be redundant, and it would just be like, I'm not gonna even enjoy this because I want to play Overwatch with people. But I really enjoyed Doom. It was really well done, considering how they kept it pretty fast paced. They kept it very true to the original source, where you're doing a lot of strafing and shooting. You're not scoping. You're just running and gunning.
Yeah, you know what's funny, man? I was putting some thought into it yesterday with Mirror's Edge, and I'm like, maybe the reason I'm not feeling this right now is because Doom. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, I just want to fucking play, man. I just want to, have a blast and not be bogged down by this running around and talking to some asshole to fetch him some nonsense. You know what I mean? And yeah, I don't know. That's what Doom did so well with their single player. It's like it just throws you in there and you're good to go. You're going to have fun for whatever set period of time that you sit down to play that game.
Yeah, and those glory kill animations are just brutal. Mm-hmm. And, you don't see that in too many games. So just seeing how all the different ways he decimates the enemy was actually just pretty awesome.
It's pretty cool how they incorporated that, though, because depending on which angle you're coming at them from, in terms of the glory kills, he'll do like a different animation or whatever it is. It's pretty tight.
Yeah. So Doom, I recommend it. Try it out. You don't even have to play it right away if you've got other games to play, but it's really, the single player is worth trying out and seeing.
I will say go straight to the hard difficulty. Ultra-violence. Go straight to ultra-violence.
Ultra-violent?
Yeah, it's just... I mean, I didn't even do normal or whatever, but I felt like ultra-violence or ultra-violent, whatever it is, was good enough. If you play shooters, you'll be fine playing this.
You know what? I actually only played it on, Hurt Me Plenty? The normal. Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, when I got to that last boss, I was just like... Fuck, man. I was getting so upset. I was literally yelling at my screen because I was like, really? This cheese shit, man? What is this? But it was still fun, when you conquer the fucking boss. And I could only imagine what it's like going up in difficulties because I unlocked Nightmare and I think it's, I forgot the
Ultra Nightmare.
Yeah, whatever it is. Afterwards. And I started a Nightmare campaign right after that, but then I stopped playing. In any case, though, I could only imagine how much more intense it gets at those difficulty levels.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Like, even with the normal, it wasn't overly difficult, but there were some instances I was like, I shouldn't have done that because I somehow got charged in 3 directions from pinkies and I had nowhere to go. It's just something that you learn throughout the playthrough. And,
well, that's what I found cool, though, with some of the bosses. Well, more towards the end. Like, they start doing things that you haven't encountered before, and you're just like, okay, now I have to play this kind of systematically and think about what I'm going to do instead of just trying to, blast them at all times.
The bosses, yeah. They actually did have a good little strategy to each of them.
I would say the last two, though. The last two bosses. The very last one and the one before that where it was like one and then it splits up into 2 guys or whatever it is.
Yeah, the Demon Knight or whatever they're called.
I forgot what they're called. But those 2 were the only ones where I was like, okay, You guys are going somewhere with these bosses. The other boss, or the bosses that they had, was pretty straightforward fights, I thought.
Yeah. The first one definitely was straightforward. The Demon Knight, the last boss, and I've probably one more. I can't think of it right now. Mm-hmm. But and speaking about raging, and he's gonna be calm. He's calmer now because he managed to get his Legion beta code.
Wait, what?
And we don't have to enter all these different contests for him to get him a beta code. Right, Cheech?
Yeah, it was funny. I mean, I didn't play much games this weekend. I actually was relaxing a little bit. That exists, I know. But come Sunday night, for some reason, I just decided to, launch WoW. But before I launched it, I'm like, let me just look at whatever, beta stuff I have available. And then I saw, it says Legion Beta. And I looked at it, and I literally stared at it for a minute. I'm like, am I reading this right? Is it like my live account, or is it a beta account? And eventually I just said, I clicked on it, I hit play, and I'm like, holy crap, I'm in beta, finally! So, I actually been playing that, since Sunday. I mean, I'm liking the hell out of it. It seems to doing pretty good stuff out there. It's a huge improvement compared to all the crap that we got before.
Every expansion was kind of an improvement, though.
No, but I could say this one, so far, based on the meat of content that there is, and how they're doing it, it will have better player retention, just because of the artifacts alone, which requires a lot more grinding. I mean, people want a vanilla bag, here's a grinding bag, now eat it, basically. it's back, so, yeah, I've just been playing that right now, and I'm liking it so far. No complaints, so I'm just gonna play it, hit max level for the story, and then once it releases, I'm just gonna rush. And
one of the things I gotta say I'm surprised about the beta, which I didn't read too much news on it, but when you go to like a quest giver, they have the little animation of their heads talking on the bottom, the bottom left, like right in the middle of the screen.
Yeah.
And it's just like a throwback for me for like Warcraft 3 and just the little animations that they added in. I was like, okay.
And it has a lot of, I noticed there's a lot of voiceover in this one too. A lot of the random quest givers actually talk and why not. I mean, you haven't really done the leveling in the zones, but I noticed that, where a lot of the quest givers actually are voicing, which is actually interesting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm doing the opposite of Cheech. I was like, I don't want to spoil the story. So I was really happy when they opened up the PvP server, just so I can test out the talent and see which class I want to play for when it goes live.
I created my first Demon Hunter today, so I mean, I like it. It's pretty good, but I don't know.
You gotta start jumping off cliffs and using your wings.
Yeah, I got Red Bull for that though. It plays similar to a monk, so I don't know. I'm liking the monk right now. I like the rotation.
Okay. Maybe we'll hear some more. Well, as you were saying, and I didn't know this, that Blizzard might have some news.
Yes, there was actually an event that took place, I believe, yesterday. Yes, yesterday, with a few big Twitch streamers and whatnot that were with the developers, and they actually had to sign an NDA when they went in there yesterday. Information will be released on Friday by noon, so apparently it's going to call Legion Unlocked, so there are more surprises. I honestly don't know what else get the surprises with, since everything's out there. I'm hoping, what I was hoping to get out of this is give us a patch plan. What did they plan to do after Legion releases? That would be great. So we know, okay, so this is how many tier raiders we're going to have, there will be more dungeons, and this is our plan. So they need that. They need, because, we don't want to have another Draenor where it was like, yeah, here's 2 raid patches and you're done. So hopefully they do show some of that stuff, and whatever else will be icing the cake.
Well, a more concrete plan, because they did line out. They laid out the plan for Draenor, but they didn't follow through.
Yeah, they didn't follow. Yeah, they did hung up.
There's supposed to be one more after Hellfire Citadel, right?
There was supposed to be more content all around, especially more lore and more situation within the warlords. But we could have the warlords in the beginning of the freaking expansion. It's like, what the hell? Like, this is it.
It's like, all right, no story for them. Well, that's good that you got in the beta, so we'll be playing that, trying that out throughout the couple of months since it's releasing officially August 30th.
Yeah, I'm hoping probably Friday we might actually get an official day for the pre-patch.
Oh, that's true.
That would make sense.
The best pre-patch, Ariel, you didn't play WoW when they had Wrath of the Lich King, right?
I stopped playing a little after Wrath of the Lich King, and that was about it.
Okay, so wait, you did you...
It was Burning Crusade. It was Burning Crusade at the ending.
No, well, at the end of Burning Crusade, prior to Wrath of the Lich King, they had one of the best world pre-patch to intro to it.
Killing everybody.
And it was, everyone basically got like a disease at times, and you use that disease to pass it to other people, and you turn into zombies. And then in the zombie mode, you were able to kill anybody and anything.
It sounds vaguely familiar, because that's years ago. But I don't really recall it entirely, but it sounds very familiar to an extent.
The Legion pre-patch is actually containing something similar, where you actually become a demon, and you start attacking stuff around.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So, let's see.
I still find it pretty interesting that you guys are so into this game still, though.
Yeah.
After so many years.
Yeah, it surprised me myself. I mean, I guess it's because I'm really interested in to me, WoW was one of my first breaking point for, like, hardcore PC gaming. That's where I really started. And if I'm gonna go play PC, that's always my go-to game. It's always been, and I like their story. It's rich in story. I always loved their lore. And, I mean, I read their books and whatnot, so, I mean, if you give me a good expansion, I'll be happy. Not only that, but, after spending so many friggin' hours in there, I just don't, like, stopping it, it's like, I feel like I just literally, by me stopping the game, I feel like I just wasted freaking years of my life.
At least that's kind of like the running thing with any MMO, though.
Yeah. It's like, I look at my character, I do /played, and one of them has like 400 or 500 days, and another one has like another 400. It's like, damn, I wasted.
Good lord, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had so many days. You know what it is? The lore is still really good. After following Warcraft 2, Warcraft 3, and then just playing just the past expansion of World of Warcraft, the lore is really good. I don't play as hardcore as Cheech does, because Cheech, he's had his account active for... Recently, he still had it active for a long time.
Yeah, it's still active.
Yeah. I just reactivated mine recently.
I only took a break. I only took like a 4 or 5... Actually, a 6-month break I took between Draenor. But other than that, it's been active.
I feel like when I fell out of love with MMOs was when after each MMO that I would try and you hit endgame, you're just like, God, back to the same old shit, man.
The grind.
Gotta ensure that you have a proper squad rolling with you, and then you have to make sure everybody's on the same schedules, and it just became a burden, man.
Yeah, I don't raid anymore. That's one thing I stopped doing. That I just don't have the time for it. I will concentrate. My plan on Legion is PvP. And 5-mans. I mean, they're fixing 5-mans in a way where you could get gear equivalent to raiding, which I'm actually interested because it's easier to get 5 buddies, do something, and get it out of the way.
That's true.
Yeah.
But me and Cheech are going to test out PvP and try to do arena, so we'll see. We were 2K plus.
You guys will hear raging videos soon enough.
Hopefully we get another Willy.
Oh, we got to tell that story one day. But not now.
Not now. So many things to talk about. Yeah. New releases. There's a couple of big new releases that came out this week. Odin Sphere remake.
You try to pronounce the rest of the name.
Hell no, that's why I stopped. I'll try. Lieg Throssus. Throssier.
Like thrusting. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So far it's pretty good. I played Dragon's Crown, and I didn't realize this was Vanillaware. So when I was actually looking at some of the animations, I was like, wait a moment. The guys look overly buff, but the women actually look regular compared to Dragon's Crown, where if you ever seen the Amazon or the Sorceress in it, they are very unproportional.
Yeah. I saw some... When you mentioned it yesterday in chat, I looked it up because I hadn't really heard of the game. And I was like, oh, interesting design choices, man.
Yeah,
it looks dope, though.
No, Dragon's Crown's a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah.
But Odin Sphere so far, I can see where a lot of the influences of Dragon's Crown came from, because the way Dragon's Crown is set up at parts.
Well, when did Dragon's Crown come out?
It came out like 3 years ago.
Oh, okay. Because Odin Sphere came out back in the PS2 era.
PS2. Yeah. Yes, exactly. So, it was PS2, and then it was like at the end of the PS2 era, and then Dragon's...
I don't know how
I remember,
you find the time
I think it was... For some reason, I'm connecting Dirge of Cerberus with Odin Sphere. It was somewhere around that time frame where I remember playing both of those.
Oh, Dirge of Cerberus.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Cheech?
No, I don't know how you find the time on playing all these big freaking RPGs all the time.
Well, I don't know. I'm going to see. It's 40 hours, and I put about 2 hours in it. So I'll try to get it done.
No, yeah, from what I recall, that game was a lot of fun, man.
It is. Actually, I'm really digging the combo system in it. And there's a lot of pretty much jumping, dodging, try to stay up with your chain combos within a 2D plane. So I'm really enjoying it so far. And the storyline actually, it has my attention enough where I actually kind of care.
I like how Odin, though, he just kind of seems like an asshole the whole way through.
Does he? Okay.
Well,
right now, he's still an asshole.
Yeah. But what was it? This is more or less a remake of the one on PS2, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So it's a remake. Actually, in this one, you can actually choose between both of them. So you can actually have the new version, which is like redrawn sprites and everything for the PS4, or play the old version. Which I hear the old version is, it's still good, but there's a lot of slowdowns, just like the regular PS2 version. Yeah. So I don't know why you want to go backwards.
Well, supposedly there's a bit of slowdown in this one as well at times when there's, I guess, a lot more stuff happening on screen.
Yes, I've had a point where it was me versus about 6 enemies, and I was throwing out supers, and there's just so much animations going on. It did slow down a bit, but it wasn't enough to break the combo or disturb the gameplay.
Okay.
Because by the time the enemies started getting killed, then that's when the animations, lowered.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that bad. It was, I'll say, if anything, the slowdown was like 5 seconds. Yeah. They also came out with Paragon Essential Edition, which is, I guess that's the...
Now, is this like the official release of the game?
No, I don't think so. Because they're still in beta version, aren't they? This is like a pre-beta.
Oh, okay. So they're still doing that. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm in on the PC one, and I'm like, is the game out? You guys are I noticed they're releasing some new characters, but I'm still unsure of where they're actually launching.
No, yeah. See, they're still in the early access season. That's what it's called. So this is the early access season for the PS4. If you buy it through there.
Cool.
Guilty Gear Revelator. So another Guilty Gear. Yeah. Did you pick that one up? Or no?
XR'd I have, which this is more or less like an expansion to that.
Okay. Yeah. So I have XR too. I didn't even get to play too much of it. I just bought it when it was on sale. And last and not least, Mirror's Edge Catalyst, which I know you played and been complaining a lot about.
Well, I don't know, it's at its core, there's an awesome game in there, you know what I mean? And that's where I kind of have some issues with it, because they're trying to shoehorn this story, and I don't know, I just don't seem to care enough about whatever story they're trying to give me. I don't know, man. In Mirror's Edge 1, right? The story kind of fit that theme. It was kind of minimalistic, the story that they were giving you. It was in those small, animated cutscenes as opposed to, CG or anything like that. Yeah. And it worked fine enough. It gave you hints as to what's going on in the world, but majority of the time you're just kind of progressing forward. That's you're somebody who runs. You're a runner. You're just constantly going forward and trying to get somewhere. And with Mirror's Edge Catalyst, they opened it up, which essentially should be something good. But I feel like it just kind of takes away from the core element of that game, where it's, you want to progress forward, and now you have all this extra space and you're constantly going around and really not doing anything meaningful. You're just, running errands for other people and whatever. So I don't know. Hopefully it opens up busy work more or less. Hopefully it opens up a bit more as I continue to play. I only put so much time into it, but what I played so far, aside from that one portion where I was like, okay, this is more along the lines of what I want from that game. Everything else just kind of seems okay. It's fine. It's a good game. Whatever. Buy it on a sale. In that sense, I agree with Carrick from ACG. From what I've played so far, at least, it seems like a buy it on a sale sort of game.
Yeah, but I mean that's the thing about the original Mirror's Edge. I mean, I bought it when it was on sale, and I enjoyed it because probably one, I didn't pay full price, and two, it was somewhat new compared to a lot of the other games out there because parkour first person, runner, there wasn't. I don't even think there was anything like that. I mean, the only thing that comes out that's close enough to it right now too is like Dying Light.
Dying Light,
yeah.
But you see what I mean, though? Like, for instance, Dying Light being a perfect example. When you're running, you have similar sort of like traversal abilities with your character. You could climb. You can. I mean, you can't do it necessarily to the same extent as Faith can in Mirror's Edge, but to a certain degree. But there's some sort of stakes. When you're running, and let's say it's nighttime, you're on the move, man. You got to get going. That sort of adrenaline rush kind of kicks in. Whereas with Mirror's Edge, a game that should be focused on constant adrenaline rushes, kind of, building you up as much as it can, I just feel like it doesn't deliver on that front.
Okay. Well, so maybe, but is it good enough to actually play? Like, if it was on sale?
When you're running and, whatever, it's fun, it's fine. It's just not what I want it to be or hoped that it could be, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Running around is fun. Like, when you're just like running across the boards or whatever, jumping, doing all that stuff. It's just old school Mirror's Edge stuff that really hasn't changed much. Now they just broke it down into like a progression system, where you unlock these abilities as you play. But otherwise, I mean, hopefully, I kind of change. Well, not change, but hopefully the game improves as I continue to play it and kind of opens up a bit more. I don't know, man.
I mean, this whole thing wasn't debated, though. You definitely should have gotten a taste out of this thing.
No, yeah, but I only played the beta for a small section, because I was like, you know what, let me just wait for release. And now it was only that beginning portion. So I was like, maybe with the full release, there's going to be more to this from what I played, because I only played up until the point where you go see the Birdman, and I was like, okay, that's about it, I stopped playing after that.
So you're going to get deep enough, because right after you do a few more, you get introduced to like the typical Assassin's Creed bananas mode. Here's your map. Here's the 300 useless thing you have to go around to do. Once I saw that, I literally just closed the game and uninstalled.
Yeah, I don't know. They could have done more with this, man. But,
Well, at least those who bought the collector's edition got a really nice statue.
Yeah, a very expensive collector's edition.
Yeah, that's $250. I think that's one of the most priciest. Yeah, a lot of the collector's editions are usually. Actually, no, I'm sorry.
Halo 5 was $250.
Yeah, Halo. Halo's $250. I think one point Gears was actually at $250.
Wasn't Witcher 2 up there?
Witcher?
Yeah, you have the Witcher one.
No, I don't think it was $250 though. I think it was $200.
Wow. Help me out here, Ariel.
The one with the statue.
It's really $50. It's like, really, we're just $200. I'm like,
that's still $200 compared to $250. That $50's another game right there.
I don't know, but $200 is like 4 or 5 games of PC.
I mean, really, all that extra stuff you got with collector's editions are a bunch of games, Greg.
But the statue's so nice. Actually, that statue's in my basement.
It's so nice that he doesn't even display it.
I will say, though, in terms of collector's editions, man, that Horizon one, for whatever reason, is calling to me, man. That statue looks nice.
I pre-ordered it. One of the few collector's editions I'm probably going to be collecting now. Considering I'll let you guys know, since I told Cheech and Ariel, I'm probably switching all to PC now. Digital. Not all digital. Like if there's a game that comes out for PS4 or the next Xbox or the next PlayStation,
he would be one of those guys hunting down Amazon for a physical release of a PC game.
But yeah, I'm doing. I'll probably do all third parties PC, and then unless there's a nice statue or anything, then I'll probably get that. Depending on, like Watch Dogs, they have that statue.
I have to see this to believe it. We actually did plan this in 2013.
Yeah,
We both did, and we both ended up going
you
to
guys were
console.
gonna go all digital?
Well, we were gonna.
Well,
yeah,
I went all digital nonetheless, because even on console, I was getting my shit digital most of the time. But we were supposed to go kind of go PC, but then we both went console, and then I kind of veered my way through like a whole PC, console, PC, console, PC, console. Now I'm actually straight PC, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, we back in 2013. We got our 780 Ti's, and actually you had a Titan at that point, right? Okay, that's before you got the Titan.
Yeah. Yo, it's crazy how that feels like yesterday, kind of.
I know.
Yeah.
I still have my receipt here. I want to purchase everything. So sad. I had a 780, then I had a... It's funny, I had a 780, then I had a 980, actually. Then I had a Titan, returned the Titan, kept the 980.
Yeah.
And then I went to the... I think I got a Titan Black. Yeah, I think I got a Titan Black afterwards. And I also ended up returning that.
Why'd you get rid of the Titans?
Because I was only getting like 10 frames different.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Actually, no, wait. No, bullshit. Yeah, once I returned the original Titan, then I bought a 980 Ti. And when I had the 980 Ti, then I decided to get a black for some stupid reason. And I returned the black. So, I don't know, dude. I go through graphics card it's just insane.
I remember that.
Yeah, Greg was like, yo, what the hell, man? Like, you just got how many graphics cards you got in a year? I think it was a year I got 3.
Yeah. Well, and then at the end, you sold the 980 and got the Ti.
Yeah, that was the only worthy section I did where I actually managed to sell one. I mean, I was so close to buying a 1080 today, though, because it was in stock at Micro Center by Flushing on Queens.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I was just going to take a hike right now over there. But then I noticed that I had to take a bus after the train. I'm like, oh, man.
Well, I mean, the partner cards are coming out soon, so.
Yeah, they're cheaper. I think it's $650 for the NVIDIA overclock one. I mean, NVIDIA overclock.
Okay. Oh, those are the better ones.
I mean, that's the one I'm waiting for.
Nice. I'll probably wait either for that one or get
if I was to wait, I was gonna get the overclock EVGA one. So I'll see the reviews from that and see how it's clocking in.
Yep.
Alright, cool. But yeah. Also, the other factor, because I already told these guys, but I didn't tell anyone else. To you audience, is my basement got flooded, so I lost a couple of collector's editions. So that kind of influenced my decision on trying to get rid of my redundant physical editions and whatnot.
Because, you know,
I didn't go digital.
No one knows when the next Sandy comes in, the whole thing could start flying.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh my god.
Get my back.
I can see Greg going down the block. Oh my god!
Greg would lose it, man.
Oh, screaming at the sky.
I mean, that's a buttload of money. I'm sorry, but this is way too much. Meanwhile, Ariel and I, he's like, oh, let me open Steam. Oh, they're good.
Yeah. Until we got banned or something. Good lord.
Yeah, then we were fucked.
So much money down the drain.
Yeah, I was like, oops. That's why I don't even chat with no one on social. I just say straight. I do what I gotta do, and that is it.
Yeah.
I only got banned once, and I learned to experience. I was a kid, and I was doing what I was like 14 years old playing WoW, and there was this program called Sugar Glide. And I was I was still in high school, so I wanted to level, but I didn't have the time.
So you were botting?
So I bought this program that the character would literally just drop them in an area, and would literally kill any mob in the vicinity, loot them, and if someone actually talked to you, it would auto-reply to them to pretend that it was not a bot.
Oh, man, I remember those people.
It was really well done. And I was at it for a month. But, I learned that Blizzard's pretty good at kind of tracking your crap, and they usually do it on purpose, where they let you do it until that, they have concrete evidence, and they know, okay, you messed up.
You know what's funny, though? It was easy to tell who those people were.
Yeah.
Because you see them going around in the same, similar circle.
You go there, 8 hours later, dude, you're still in the same spot? So, yeah, I actually got permabanned. And I never got that account back, which kind of pisses me off, because now, people that actually bought legitimately, and they know they're buying for PvP, especially for, last season, they only get a 6-month suspension. And I'm like, my dude... really? They got a 6-month suspension, but you banned my whole goddamn thing back then? and you can't restore it.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, it's not
those
cool.
were the olden days.
But yeah, I guess things change.
Alright. Enough reminiscence. You have your new account now, and you have your Legion beta, so
So good.
everything's a little.
Yeah, I'm a little
A-okay
I'm
now.
a little injured when it comes to Blizzard. I don't even curse no one out. I just stay there and I'll eat it.
So that's why Cheech has no love for these people who got banned.
Oh yeah, I got no love. If you get banned, you're stupid. That's it. You earned it. I did my part. I earned it. I try to get it back, but
Cheech knows
whatever.
firsthand.
I already know, hands-on. You made your choice. I made my choice, so.
You know what the crazy thing is? It's just Blizzard warned everybody.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, beforehand, right?
They're like, "Hey, you're gonna we find something fishy, we're gonna ban you." And that's did they say ban? No, they said very harsh.
They specifically said you will be permabanned.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, they did say perma. Okay,
They gave the warning a week before the game comes out. Cheaters will be permabanned.
okay.
And they still did it. And then they still play, oh, can I get back? I'm like, no, dude. You had a warning. That's it.
It's like, you're done.
You're done.
I don't care if you buy another copy. You're done.
Well, people that buy another copy were getting banned too, so I don't know how they're tracking it.
Yeah, wasn't it by a MAC address or something like that?
Yeah, I think it's MAC address, but apparently some people were tampering with their MAC address, trying to change it, and they also get banned. But I mean, then again, you're again tampering with something. They're gonna see it.
Well, that's Blizzard. Funny thing is, they could do this because they get so much money from like Hearthstone and probably money from the loot boxes. They're just like,
oh, loot boxes, man. That is such a cat.
Not only that,
I mean,
but
it's.
let's pretend like it probably WoW still might have at least 5 million usually.
Blizzard's fine
active.
financially. They are
Monthly WoW alone, monthly gain like at least 40 millions a month.
Yeah,
that's true.
they make a lot of money.
They're running out money.
They probably make more than anybody else out there. Well, I don't know.
Well, ever since Activision earned Blizzard, that's when Activision went up the roof with money wise.
Yeah.
yeah. So they'll be good. They can do more BlizzCons if they need to. All right, so let's get into the news of things. One very interesting news is about a game that we're really excited about. That's kind of like a Chrono Trigger type deal, and Cheech just told us how much it's going to cost.
Yeah, it's got a slight heart attack because I'm like actually searching in Steam. I'm like, let me put I Am Setsuna, and I look at it's finally in Steam because it wasn't in Steam when they first released it or announced it. It's like, it's finally in Steam now for pre-orders. And I'm like, damn, $40.
Yeah, that's what you saw. It's on Steam.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, like a moment of silence, but $40. God damn! I mean, it's just a 2D game.
I thought that was fine. I don't know.
Look at me, I will buy it anyways. But I was expecting a little low, a little less.
I
like
guess I see
$30. $30, I could see it. Okay, that's good. But no, I will buy it because it definitely brings back memories of Chrono Triggers, and I love Chrono Triggers. So,
Chrono Trigger was awesome.
See, like a lot of the stuff I kept thinking about as I was watching the trailers for that game is I was like, how awesome if this is the game to kick off the freaking traditional RPG revolution again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now this is a question for you. If it's 30 FPS, would you buy it?
I'd have to, I guess. I mean, it's a turn-based RPG. I guess I wouldn't really care much. I mean, it'd be annoying because it makes no sense why you would lock a game to 30. But I guess in this case, it wouldn't matter much.
Yeah, this game wouldn't matter. It's completely, fully 2D fake game turn-based.
July 19th.
Yeah.
So it's, based on my planning, my plans, because I decided this year to kind of pay off my bills instead of buying in money and creating more bills. Mm-hmm. But my game of action supply will be buying Blood and Wine next week. Then my next following game will be I Am Setsuna, and then after that I just pretty much Legion.
Legion. Yeah, that's gonna last you a while. Are you even gonna get No Man's Sky?
I'm not paying $6 for it. Sorry.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I need to see what's going on with that.
I will buy it depending of what happens when it releases. I need to see what it is Because to me, to be honest, I see that game to be the biggest flop of the years and being extremely repetitive.
I don't know about flop, considering how pre-orders are so strong.
Well, that doesn't mean that it's not flop. I mean, how many pre-orders did and people bought the Division, and then what happened?
Not flop. Oh, that's success. Game was a success.
It was a success sales-wise, but then it's just gonna be like, let's put this. For me, it's the
no. I got you. Gameplay
of the year.
Gameplay-wise, it's gonna be a flop. Yeah, like score-wise.
Yeah. I don't see the game surviving that long. But I mean, it's still on my radar.
It's hard to judge though. It's one of those games where it's like just seeing it is not enough.
I have to see it when it actually comes out. I'll track the game and see where other reactions are and tweets. Then I'll buy it if anything. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna hold tight for it.
Yeah, I'm getting it because it comes with a nice case.
This could have been your star of this gaming right here. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I do find the game for some other reason, Green Man Gaming or something throws it out there for like $40 something like that, I'll get it. But I'm not paying $60 for it. I'm just no way how I'm paying $60.
Yeah, that's true. And it looks like it's a game not for everybody. That's the thing. Looking at it, seeing all the different trailers, it's like you're flying in space, you're landing on a planet, you're surveying things, you're grabbing some stuff, and then
you're going to the next planet. Yeah, just pretty much what it is.
Yeah. For me, it's really going to come down to like a let's play or just watching somebody else play it and kind of gauge what that game is about and see if I want to get into it or not.
Twitch has ruined people's lives when it comes to internet. It's like, I want to see this review. Oh, no, actually, let me see someone play it and see how it is. That's what I always tell people. I mean, sometimes don't even follow the reviews. There's so many ways to know how the game plays and if you're going to like it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I like to take reviews with a grain of salt. One being, everyone has a different taste.
Yeah.
And two is, I'll judge it when I experience it myself. We offer our ideas, but that doesn't mean you should go and try Doom. It's just, we liked it.
I mean, the special example, the perfect example actually for this is Ariel and me. He loves Street Fighter. I hate it. He hated it in terms of similar situations.
Hate Street Fighter. Those are strong words. You don't hate Street Fighter. You hate the practices behind
the practices behind it. But then again, Overwatch has similar practice, but I love it. So it's kind of like, it's people's opinion. He rather have the Street Fighter franchise. He loves it more, and I'm more of a Blizzard person who likes it more. Hey, shut up over there. My dog.
The dog agrees with you, Cheech.
The dog agrees with me, so let's do against one area. I don't know.
But yeah, that's going to be an interesting one to kind of see how it comes to fruition or what happens come release.
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like this could also make or break that studio.
Well, it definitely would have to.
I mean, especially after they went to that development hell where the freaking studio got flooded and whatnot.
Yeah, it went from 4 people and all their offices flooded, and they were going to cancel and they got funded. So, well, it's a small studio. Hopefully they go pull through. You don't want to really see any developer studios.
Yeah, no, by all means, no. Never wish that to anybody. I mean, if they could pull up a good game, like I said, if it's good, I'm buying it. Because I was initially interested on it, but the more stuff I saw, I became more skeptical about it, and then I saw the price, and I was like, oh, hold on, wait a minute. Indie game is $6. Hold your horses.
It's one of those things where hype is good, but it can also hurt you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what game I'm hyped about that's coming out? And it's surprising that I'm hyped about this. They're coming out with the Witcher 3 Gwent card by itself.
Yeah, the Gwent game, right?
That's the thing. It's fun when you're playing it in the game because you're collecting the cards.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of excited that it would be turning into a real game, but at the same time, I'm kind of skeptical because, first off, we don't know how much they're charging.
It has potential, and I'll say this. Hearthstone needs competition in it.
That's true. I mean, exactly. It has potential because the game within the game was very addictive.
I would play it, honestly.
Oh, man. I spent so many hours on Gwent. I remember having this conversation with you, Greg, I think, where I was like, I want this game by itself.
Yeah. I mean, right now there's only one game out there that is really famous for online card collecting. I mean, yes, you got Magic, but it's not as famous as, Magic is more of an actual physical thing. not online.
Well, I mean, the digital aspect of it is kind of taking off as well.
So
not as much.
It's still like
Hearthstone
trade.
Hearthstone is starting to
trade and sell back those cards digitally.
Yeah.
So it's like a completely different ballgame.
I think Hearthstone is already starting that trend. I mean, people see how famous and how good it's becoming, especially in esports scenes. So in its competition is one could put that up. Hey, I'm all for it.
Well, for the mainstream, you mean more or less, right? Yeah.
But yeah, because I know there's Hearthstone, which is the major one right now. There's Magic the Gathering. There's another one that I had a friend work on the art, and I forgot the name of it at the moment. Like Nox or not. I forgot the name, but it's another card game.
It wasn't important enough.
No, which is weird because I actually did see an ad for it recently, and I was like, "Oh, my friend worked on it," but I just lost interest after that because it's all about Overwatch.
I mean, ever since I got Legion Beta, I haven't played
Yeah. You got it on Friday, so you have the right to be stuck on it. After a while, and also like you said, you're trying to learn the story before.
Yeah, I'm getting the rotation now, but this is how much power WoW has already.
We talked about Street Fighter earlier, and Capcom has apologized for the lack of communication. What it seems to be is the Capcom of Japan and Capcom of America aren't communicating well, and because of that, they aren't communicating to the crowd well, and that's what's causing all this confusion. But they did say Ibuki and the storyline will be coming out at the end of June, if you are still interested in Street Fighter V, and hopefully they said they would be on time in terms of communication. And there's also another item going around for Street Fighter V, where they have input lag, where it's up to 8 frames. Ariel, you know this, right?
On PS4, yeah.
No, it's at PC also.
PC, I believe, is 4 frame. I don't know. Well, I'm basing it based on Corey Gaming, who did like this whole video on it. And
Corey.
I think they indicated PC was 4 frames, while PS4 was 8 frames. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that, or got that wrong.
Because I was watching the Maximilian one, and then he cited Corey Gaming, and they said, they're both 8 frames, and the problem is you can actually change it on the PC version, but that creates a problem. But either way,
I remember watching this. I'm actually subscribed to Corey Gaming ever since they started. They do some really good content on just fighters and mostly Street Fighters, like their main thing. But he kind of delved deeper into it, and where it seems to him like this is based more so around
input online fight. Lag.
Based on his discovery of the research and what he can gauge, it's based more so around the character animations than anything else, and trying to keep a certain pace with the game.
Okay.
But who knows?
Well, at least it's being addressed, so they're gonna figure out what to do and how to fix it. Because this was a similar issue that they had for Ultimate Street Fighter when it came out for the PS4. So that's cool. A lot of good trailers that came out today. We have Watch Dogs 2 trailer was dropped, and we actually have an official release date for that, which is November 15th. I really enjoyed the first one.
Did you finish it?
I finished it. I actually did all the side missions. You know what it was? I wasn't expecting to play the same thing that they showed. This is bad. I wasn't expecting, and I wasn't extremely hyped the way what they showed at E3. I just went into it at my own terms. So I didn't have a very high expectations, but for what it was actually a good game.
I'm with you on that. I mean, I had close to no hype for the game, and then when I was playing it, I was actually enjoying it. However, what threw me off and the reason why I stopped playing it was the poor optimization on PC. That game was a disaster. And after a while, I was just like, I'm not dealing, stutter while driving and all this other nonsense. I was just like, I am done until they fix this, and I just kind of never went back.
Don't say that. I'm trying to go back to PC. Trying to drive me away.
But, with this one, who knows what's going to happen in terms of, the technical side. But what I saw, I thought was cool.
Yeah. Speaking of PC, we have Sunset Overdrive coming out for Windows 10. Which is rumored. It's rumored, but, with a lot of these rumors coming out for E3, it's probably going to be one of the more truthful ones. Just like we had the rumor of Injustice 2, and they dropped the trailer for Injustice 2 today.
How'd you guys feel about that?
Trailer looked actually pretty nice. I mean, I enjoy the first one, but I mean, there's no PC versions, and I don't want to buy that for consoles, so not getting it.
You know what? This is one of the few games I would get it for consoles because I do have people that come over, and it's easy to play couch until I buy a computer for my living room. That's the way it's gonna have to be. But then again, all WB games in terms of fighting games, I'm waiting until they release like the Game of the Year edition.
Ultimate Edition.
A lot of people seem to be saying that. I guess because of what they've been doing.
Yeah, that's their trend.
My biggest take, I mean, like I said before, my biggest thing with this is, if I can't play with people online or like friends online because of the terrible netcode they've had in the past and continue to use. So, granted, XL seems to have been the change that they may be using in this game. But I just want to see it to believe it before I even buy that game. I am not just going to blindly buy it because I love DC. I love all those characters. It's my favorite like comic universe. So hopefully it turns out great. I mean, that's all I have to say about that. In terms of the trailer, I was like, what am I watching, man? I thought it was a poor trailer.
Really? Yeah. I thought the trailer was interesting because...
Why do they all have armor? I'm like, what is this? What are you guys doing?
I think that's one of the mechanics that they're adding in.
But I'm like, Superman with armor? Why?
that kind of made no sense.
I'm like, this is dumb.
Transformers.
We have an official date of World of Final Fantasy.
Real quick. Supergirl in it? I was like, oh, that's awesome.
And then she started putting in some armor.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was surprised about that. It's like it was like right after what's his name? Right after Aquaman. It was like she comes out, she has it, and then you see the S, and then you see the armor start going over it. You're like, okay. But yeah, I mean, it probably will be an exceptional fighting game, just like the other Injustice. It's just the way how they burned everybody with this past Mortal Kombat. With first off, there was 2 different seasons that you had to pay for. PC people got fucked over considering how they didn't get the second season and their netcode was poorly optimized. It's just they come out with so many different things. It's just they're trying to milk their customers. It always seems like.
You know what kind of concerns me too, which is a staple of another round. Usually when they release a new game, they drop all support for the previous one. So I don't know where Mortal Kombat's going to stand, as Injustice 2 comes out.
Well, remember that video I was showing you guys with the crowds and the 2 arcade machines, and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna have an esport for this." And then when you look at the crowd, it's just like 20 people. So maybe they will support that. There is that rumor of the 3rd season too for Mortal Kombat.
Hopefully so. But yeah, with Injustice, they hopefully they addressed a few things with Injustice 1 that were kind of prevalent there. The balancing issues were just a mess throughout the lifespan of that game. And just some nonsense that, you can get around, but ultimately, having somebody, like having so much space, I don't know, worked in favor of certain characters and stuff. Like Superman kind of just making his way through just by jumping up and shooting his beam. That worked way too well. You know what I mean? So hopefully they kind of figure all those things out with this one.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it is coming out in 2017 and only for consoles. We don't even know which consoles. It might actually be coming out for the new rumored ones. Because they just said Xbox and PlayStation. I think in the commercial, they didn't even say like PS4 or Xbox One. And then they say the date. Yeah. A lot of other games that have been announced and delayed. We have Yooka-Laylee, which is pretty much the Banjo and Kazooie.
Yeah, Banjo-Kazooie spiritual successor.
Yeah. 2017. We have Cheech likes this one, Final Fantasy 12.
Oh yeah, man, I'm with Cheech on that one.
You too?
Remember I told you I really enjoyed 12, man.
Yeah.
I feel like that game got the short end of the stick.
I mean, I think the problem with the game was that it released in the end cycle, and then the new PS3 was coming out. I think that was killed it. But I enjoyed the game.
I really liked that.
I loved it.
What was it? The Gambit system or whatever it was called?
Yeah, I loved it. Now I will not get it for the PS4 though, because I'm pretty sure it will come out for PC, knowing the trend.
Yeah.
So I will be patient, just like I did with Final Fantasy X, and I got my wish, so it will happen. I'm almost guaranteed it will happen.
Yeah. I mean, let's see. The last one was Final Fantasy 9. They had all the 13s. They said they were going to do 15, but that'll be like later on.
Yeah. I mean, right now, as a stand, every Final Fantasy game is on PC for the section of 12. So I think it's a pretty safe bet to assume that any Final Fantasy that comes out from now on will be on PC.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, there's no reason why not to.
Another Final Fantasy game that's coming out is World of Final Fantasy. That's October. This October. Yeah, it looks like a little chibi version. The fact that it actually has like all the different characters from all the different Final Fantasy is kind of interesting. So I'm probably gonna look into it.
Oh, that's all you, Greg.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's all you.
If I can find a time to play it.
I mean, it looks cute and all, but yeah.
Other rumors going around. Oh, Kingdom Hearts 2.8 is coming out by the end of this year.
Enjoy that trailer.
Rumored to be.
I mean, that's not a rumor anymore. It's pretty much confirmed.
What are the chances that they'll start bringing Kingdom Hearts to PC?
That would be my dream area, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. I would love it, to be honest, to see it. I mean, Kingdom Hearts 3 is running on Unreal Engine, so, I mean, hey, it shouldn't be too bad to do. But I doubt they'll make it.
Like Square's trend of they're just making money anytime they drop a game on PC.
Yeah. I don't know. I would love to see it. To be honest, I would love to see it, but I don't think they'll ever make it. So I think it's one of those games.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the only thing is with this new trailer that dropped out, the 2.8, that will be coming out December worldwide. With the exception of Spain, apparently, because Spain trailer says 2017. The only problem with this is that now is most likely, I guess, confirmed that Kingdom Hearts will not come out this year.
It'll be next year.
Because this game is supposed to be the conclusion, so Kingdom Hearts can take place. So,
which is funny because 2.8 is coming out for PS4, but it's not coming out for Xbox One. And then when Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, it's just like, yeah, we'll have it on both systems.
Yeah. I guess it's licensing issues because there are certain games that only came out for like PlayStation systems, I guess. Because 2.8 is just a recap again of certain games that came out all around, and then I guess they have like a little extra news section there.
Okay. Well, we'll see when that game comes out. I'll probably pick it up later on, considering I still have to beat all the other HD remakes.
I'll see how bad things are in December, games-wise, and I'll decide to get it if not.
Well, there's a lot of games coming out. XCOM 2 is coming out for console September 6th.
Oh, yeah.
Destiny Game of the Year Edition, Rise of the Iron, which is the new expansion, comes out September 20th. Let's see. And then, of course, there's E3 coming out with all the different rumors. Gears of War is coming out in October.
All I hear is Legion.
Wait, you don't care? You don't care Gears of War?
I wasn't too happy with the beta in terms of multiplayer, so I don't know yet. I will buy it for the single player, but I was more of a multiplayer guy for that.
They released some new screenshots. It actually does look a little bit better in terms of visual.
Gameplay wise, to be sure that I really didn't care for single player.
Yeah. Other big news. They said Titanfall 2 when they reveal it during E3 is going to be huge. The Telltale game of Batman is coming out this summer, which they'll probably announce at E3. The Walking Dead Season 3 is going to be out in the fall.
Same with the Batman, apparently, too.
No, they said Batman actually is sooner than Season 3 of Walking Dead. From the reports I read. But we'll find out more at E3.
Yeah, I'm actually interested in the Batman one.
Yeah, I'm wondering how they're going to pull that off.
Yeah, that's
honestly.
pretty cool, though, because, I mean, they can pretty much tackle the detective side of Batman on this, which is hopefully the case.
Yeah, you think it's going to be more of him being Bruce Wayne and then...
Yeah, probably a mixture of both. I mean, I doubt they're going to focus heavily on, like, the Batman swinging around action sequences. I think they're gonna dive into Batman the Detective, Bruce Wayne. That character, which would be very intriguing or very interesting to see.
Hey, you! What are you doing over there? Go ahead.
Because you figure we've had all the action with the Arkham games. It'd be cool to kind of flip it.
Yeah.
Over and just be about Bruce Wayne and him doing his detective work. Getting down to the bottom of things.
Honestly, they just have to tell a really good story because that's what Telltale's always been good for.
That's true.
I found the kryptonite. Time to kill.
I am Batman. Other rumors for E3 is Dead Rising 4, which is possibly a remake of Dead Rising 1, but you're going to see more of the area. And as for Xbox PC, State of Decay 2.
I thought it was a Windows 10 exclusive, no?
Which one?
Dead Rising 4?
No, Xbox PC.
Oh, okay.
Forza Horizon 3. This one's actually interesting with Bethesda. So, first off, they're doing a Skyrim remaster.
Yeah.
Which, if you have a PC, you don't.
Yeah, this is the point. we had the remaster of all remasters.
Yeah. So this is really pretty much for PS4 and Xbox One. Actually, some retailers already have a pre-order up for it. So that actually, I think, has been confirmed. They had a pre-order put up and then they take it down.
I just can't wait to see all the memes in the internet that this is going to cost. Because you're going to see the PS4 and Xbox remastered screenshots, and someone from the PC community is going to give him a freaking fully modded Skyrim remastered.
Yeah. And it's still going to look better because people who've been working on Skyrim
they're
mods,
making some crazy stuff for that game.
Some mods was freaking ridiculous. If you go to Nexus, my God,
the stuff you find on there is insane, man.
Yeah.
Never got to beat it, so I guess one of these days I'm just gonna load the hell out of it and just lose myself with it.
It's fun. You should beat it. Prey 2 is actually still being made, which is pretty cool because that was canceled. And if you remember back in 2012, they had a trailer for it with the bounty hunter instead of the Native American running around. And it actually looked pretty cool back in the trailer, even though it was all CG. It was the concept of what the game was going to be. Wolfenstein 2 is a possibility, and the Evil Within 2. So those all possibly might be shown during the Bethesda show, which is this Sunday if you're living on the East Coast. At I had the time. Is it 4:00 in the afternoon? There's two shows. There's two shows on Sunday. And then I think it's Microsoft shows at noon on Monday, and Sony's at night.
Yeah, Microsoft is at 12:30 Monday, which I scheduled my lunch for that at work. Yeah, Sony I don't mind because it's at home already, so whatever.
Yeah, it's 9 p.m. Eastern time, so I'm I'll be home already for that.
Greg and I, we had to schedule some appointment for the Nintendo store.
I'm thinking of doing that. Yeah, you got to do that on Saturday, actually. So you gotta go there on Saturday and be one of.
I thought we were gonna go during the week.
No, see that's the thing. You have to go there Saturday at 7, not at 9 a.m. when it opens, and the first 500 people can schedule an appointment for later that week.
Oh, god damn it!
I sent you that link, and I was thinking, oh man, I have to go there at 7 a.m. because I'm pretty sure 500 people won't be lined up by 7 a.m.
It's just this Saturday, right?
That's this Saturday, the 11th. Yeah. So I'm debating if it's worth it or not.
I'm seeing WoW on Friday, so I'll be hungover overnight already for lack of sleep because that's what I can find in the morning to jump off the girl. So yeah, that'll be fun. I'm probably definitely not gonna make that.
And last but not least, two other rumors. Knack 2 is a possibility. The original Knack was okay. It really was more towards kids. They're compared to how Ratchet and Clank is, you can tell how much of an inferior game it is. And Remedy actually has 2 new group teams on their staff, but none of them are making Alan Wake. So yeah. What games can they be making? Maybe we'll find out at E3.
They were making Max Payne again.
No, see, that's the thing. Max Payne's owned by Rockstar.
Oh yeah. They just
They just hired one of the people, the action coordinator, and he worked on Max Payne. So that's what's happening there. But let's go off with our E3. So we're gonna go into two different things. One being what we're most excited to see, and two, what would be the biggest surprise if it does happen at E3. I'll start off first. What I'm actually most forward to seeing is Persona 5. I mean, we already have an official release date for that. Thank God.
God,
but
that game.
Dude,
that's your most exciting thing in E3?
Well, that we know of. That's the thing. So Persona 3 and Persona 4 are really good games. Persona 5 looks really good. Though it's being released, when is this? Valentine's Day. 2/14. Yeah, I mean, what, Titanfall 2? I'm not too much excited about that.
Your girl has thoughts too, then.
We already seen so much of Final Fantasy 15. Dark Souls was already released. The Last of Us 2 is rumored, but it's not official. But the biggest surprise wouldn't be The Last of Us 2 for me. It would be actually Red Dead Redemption. If they actually do come out and say, yes, we are making this, and yes, this is going to be released sometime around this time. So, hopefully Red Dead. Original was pretty good. Undead Nightmares was pretty good. I was having a lot of fun with those. But, we'll see. Cheech, how about you? What game are you most anticipated to see?
Honestly, I really don't have much. My main concern in E3 right now that I'm actually kind of paying close attention to is the whole Microsoft Xbox/PC solutions and what kind of games will make it into PC. That would be my main thing right now. If I had to choose a game that I would probably be more interested in the entire E3 that I would like to see, which we're definitely going to see a lot of it, it would be the new Zelda. Definitely interested in what they're going to do. The new art direction seems okay for me. I like it. So I wanted to learn more about it, and according to the Nintendo schedule, we're going to get the hell out of it. So, surprise.
You're going to have a lot of time saying that.
Yeah. Surprise-wise, maybe Halo 5 being dropped on PC.
Oh, or how about an announcement of Halo 6 on PC?
That would honestly would not surprise me. I'm expecting it to be on PC.
I feel like that'd be too soon, though.
No, not an announcement of Halo coming out. Halo 6 coming out for PC would be a surprise.
I'm expecting it, honestly. Like, most of the games nowadays, including Forza, which is a big franchise, are going to be forward. And if you recall correctly, the only reason why Halo 5 did not make it to PC based on Split Fencer was because the game was already being built for Xbox, and they did not have this whole PC thing in mind.
Yeah, but now to actually have an official, hey, we're actually making Halo 6, and you won't be surprised about that?
No, I wouldn't. I would be surprised. I would be surprised on Halo 5 because they'll probably require more dedication to port the damn thing over. Or like a Master Chief Edition, because there were not UMP apps applications. They were actually built just straight up Xbox. That's the problem.
Okay.
So I would be surprised to actually see them put the effort and export it over. It would be interesting to see.
All right, cool. So Ariel, what are you most excited to see at E3 this year?
For me, it's Mass Effect Andromeda. I mean, I love Mass Effect, as I'm sure you guys do.
Oh, so, that's a really good one, too.
Diving back into that world is something I'm looking forward to. And, I mean, thus far, they haven't really showed much on Mass Effect.
Which is good.
So seeing more of, hopefully, seeing more of what they plan to do with that game, where they're going with it would be great. So yeah, it's probably my most anticipated, announcement, if that, for E3.
I want Shepard back.
He's not coming back, though.
He got them twitching that ending. Okay, his finger twitched a little bit. He breathed, or her, whichever character we were playing back then.
That was. Oh, you know what? Speaking of Mass Effect, there was such a good article on how an ending can make or break a game, and someone brought up Mass Effect 3.
Yeah, we kind of did freaking broke it.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know what? I would not mind actually, and I'm so against the whole remaster crap, but I would not mind a fully enhanced Mass Effect 1 to 3.
You get the PC version. It looks really good on PC.
I mean, with new textures.
The textures are kind of lag.
Yeah, it looks like fully textures, full control support, because there's no control support in the PC version. But yeah, I wouldn't mind it, like an actual proper remaster.
Remaster of it?
Yeah, I would lose myself on it again.
Or, remake. Remaster would be
a remake,
just an
remake. And then I'll lose myself with it again and then get pissed off again in number 3 ending.
Well, no, don't forget.
I'm fine with that ending still. When I think about that game, I'm like, I enjoyed that whole series all the way through. And the ending, I mean, although it wasn't like, the greatest ending in the history of games, to me it was a fine ending.
I mean, the only thing good about it, I think it was open-ended. So basically, you make your own ending. You choose what you want.
That's what it was for me, where I was like, well, they're clearly not just going to kill off Mass Effect, So I was like, I guess I didn't expect them to wrap it up with this big crescendo of like, oh, this is it. I don't know.
It was funny because, Ariel, you weren't there for that, but Cheech was going through all these different YouTube videos on how what the ending of Mass Effect 3 is and why it's like this.
Indoctrination and all that stuff. Yeah. I actually enjoyed the indoctrination. Actually, kind of made sense in a way.
Cool one,
they did a good job at actually explaining if that was real. Which at some point I thought that was actually the case.
Yeah, because that explanation was like 30 minutes plus, but it was really
really good. It was really thought out.
Yeah, he went through every little detail from the beginning of Mass Effect 3 till like the end. Yeah. And it's just like, okay.
Some of the stuff made sense, actually. So, I don't know.
Yeah, it did.
I mean, I still believe it was the whole indoctrination thing that happened. So, whatever. I don't care. That's it. Done. He was indoctrinated.
And
he killed everybody.
Yeah. Well, Mass Effect is a good one. But I still gave mine to Persona 5. I'm really excited for that one. So, Ariel, what would be the biggest surprise? Like, of a game or anything that...
surprise for me, man, and I'm actually hoping this happens, is that Superman game by WB Montreal, that rumored game. That'd be
just shown?
Yeah. That'd be the biggest thing for me. If it looks cool on screen and it looks like it plays well, I'd be like, oh my god, are we finally getting a Superman game? That'd be huge for me.
Incoming the next Spider-Man that all you do is hop around.
The next Superman 64?
Nah, we don't need that again. No, but it'd be great to see somebody actually tackle this project with like passion for the character and actually wanting to make a great game. I don't know, man. It'd be interesting. I mean, look what Rocksteady did with Batman, right? When you had a team dedicated to actually wanting to make a proper Batman game, they made the Batman game. So it'd be cool to see that happen with Superman, who's never had a good game.
That's what I was gonna say. Is this Team A for Rocksteady?
Well, the rumor was WB Montreal, from what I was saying. Rocksteady kind of declined whenever they were asked about that, whether they were hiding it or not, but I'm not sure if it's either between Rocksteady or WB Montreal, one of the two.
I don't know, man. Well, still carry the name WB in there.
Yeah, right? Arkham Knight, what have you done?
Well, Arkham Knight wasn't Rocksteady, though, right?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I thought Rocksteady was just 1 and 2.
No, Rocksteady did Arkham Knight. What they didn't do was Arkham Origins.
Well, yes. Rocksteady didn't even freaking touch the Arkham Knight. They're fully outsourced the hell damn.
Well, for PC.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Arkham Origins was WB Montreal, which is where the rumor lies, where it's Montreal doing Superman or possibly even Rocksteady. Who knows?
Oh, okay. Well, E3's next week, so we're all excited for it. Yeah. We're hopefully, I mean, none of us are going. We want to go. Unfortunately, we have other real life attending things that we have to deal with, which sucks.
Well, he means that we are not famous enough. Mm-hmm. Make us there. Make us happen, guys. Bring us to the next E3.
Even if we were famous, we kind of need the funds, because if you ever seen those tickets, they're like $1,000. It's nuts. Yeah.
So it's about
quite the experience.
$4,000 just to go there.
I think it's like something where every gamer at some point in time wants to kind of go to E3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
E3 is not what it used to be anymore at this point. I was surprised a few years from now.
Well, I mean, it's not, but still for us, who we,
But I would like to go there before disappears. So.
we grew up with like E3. Oh man, you think about those olden times, right? Or the old times where it was just like, oh, E3's coming around. Man, I wish I was there.
But you know what? Considering how many rumors and how many leaks and everything's been happening this past week, E3 it seems like it's still a big deal.
Yeah,
I mean,
the hype is still there for E3.
The hype is still there. It's not that big of a deal. Like
my belief is
decades ago,
these rumors are done on purpose. The company themselves leaks this stuff. I mean, because it creates hype.
That's true. You know what another thing is? I was thinking about this. I was like, why are there so many fucking leaks? You know what? They have the leaks and they give it to all these retailers first, just so the retailers can put it up ASAP, so they can start getting the pre-orders, so they can start keeping that money in the bank.
Yeah, you also have to figure they want to kind of build some buzz before they get overshadowed by whatever comes out of E3.
That's true.
Because I mean, I don't think Ubisoft would have probably done very well announcing Watch Dogs 2 at E3. People may have dismissed it. Yeah, because of the reception that it had with 1. I mean, that game gets talked down a lot. So people would have probably been like, Watch Dogs. But now somehow it's generating buzz because it's fresh news and it's, pre-E3. I think they did well by, getting all that out there prior to that.
I want to say the community dropped the news just because a lot of people were talking about downgrades and a lot of people's expectations were broken. But again, the game itself was fine. Yeah. It wasn't the next GTA, but it was, a good open world game.
This one though, I mean, seems pretty promising, and I hope they got that with this game.
I don't know, you had a great starting experience for PC. Amazing. It's just stutters. And
the minute you got into a car, it was like, oh my god, I'm just
that was even worse.
I'm just gonna run, man.
Oh, that sucks. But anyway, guys, if you have any questions for us, feel free to email us at insertcointp@gmail.com, tweet us at ICTOPLAY on Twitter, subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, and iTunes, and leave a comment. Thanks again for joining us. We'll hope to hear from you soon. Have a good night.
See you guys.
See ya.